This is the 2019 Audi Q8. It's unlike the other Audi SUVs you see. While the other Audi SUVs like Q3, Q5, Q7, small, medium, and large are supposed to be regular and practical luxury SUVs, the Audi Q8 take the Audi SUV line to the new direction. Now I'm going to start with the outside of the Q8. The front look of this car is very much aggressive with the front grille and mean design LED headlights. The car is powered by 3-liter turbocharged V6 engine which produces 335 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque. It has 8-speed automatic transmission with top speed of 130 miles per hour and 0 to 60 in 5.6 seconds. Looking at the side of this car, it has 20-inch alloy wheels and has coupe design to it. Talking about this headlight, now you see the white strip in them. Those are the running light when you are just driving down the road. But if you put on the turn signal, the running light turns and the little white strip becomes the turn signal. One cool thing about the turn signal is that they are sequential, which is cool look in front. The interesting piece in the headlight is the fact that there are two headlights on top and there is the third at the bottom. That turns out the bottom is actually the high beam. The other odd thing is that you will notice there is an orange reflector in the high beam area, which is mandatory by our US government. Taking the look at the rear, it has beautiful long taillight that includes sequential turn signal and brake light. This car can tow up to 770 pound towing capacity. Next, moving on the cargo area of the Q8, where there are a couple of interesting facts. Back here, one of which is decent amount of storage space, that is 605 liter of space, even though it's a coupe or sloped roof. This car doesn't have boring trunk light, instead it has LED strip. There are a couple of switches in the cargo area. You can press the switch at the bottom. It's actually lower the car in case you have put some heavy stuff. Under the storage floor you have some tools and spare tire. Now let's take a look at the interior. The dashboard of this car has an uninterrupted look with the infotainment screen. It has 3 screens, that is one in a gauge cluster, another infotainment screen, and last but not least in the center. For the first amazing element of the screen, press one of the few traditional buttons and you activate the camera system, and it seems like there is camera for everything, including camera that focuses on front wheel, another for rear wheel, another for back and wide angle camera for the back and front seat. It has 3D camera, that is exterior view of the car, what's around the car, and with every angle possible. Let's talk about drive mode in this car. You press drive select in the middle and you can go through the various drive mode. You also have dynamic for the track. You have comfort, off-road, and combination of off-road and on-road, that is all-road. The lower screen is specifically climate control screen. Here you can adjust a different climate setting from the buttons displayed on the screen. Now one interesting item about the climate screen is if you press the seat on the climate screen, it will pull up on the upper screen a seat menu. In that menu you can adjust different settings. Speaking of upper screen, it has one feature which is screen cleaning mode, and you can go into it and click activate, and both screens are now unavailable to press so that you can clean them. You have treble and bass in the sound setting. You can adjust volume and volume of welcome sound. There are endless options in the map setting. You can program your car for different settings, one of which interesting is garage door opener. Next we move on to the navigation setting. It's tremendously responsive to the touch and it uses Google Maps 3D image from the above. But the coolest thing about the navigation system by far, entering the destination. Check this out. When you go to enter destination, the lower climate control screen suddenly becomes touchpad for you to write the destination. Virtual cockpit primarily benefit is it shows map directly below your line of sight, which makes navigation very easy. This configuration is cool because, by the way, because you can have navigation system in gauge cluster and radio in the middle for your passenger to adjust, or you can swap them. The one interesting fact in the gauge cluster is that instead of tripometer A and B, It has short-term memory and long-term memory. It also shows which items are consuming a lot of energy. When you click Audi style safety hello, um, when you click Audi style safety hello, we can click our individual and it does Audi presence. And if you click setting button, we can have bunch of adaptive cruise setting as well. We've got driving program, moderate, standard and sport, and also predictive control. One cool graph design for gauge is when you're flooring it, the left side of the pointer gets fainter. This is how ambient lighting of this car look. We can also customize different light setting. This car doesn't have cup holder lid, which is little odd for this car price segment. This is the door panel of this car with premium quality stitching and door handle. The seats are very comfortable and you can have massage seats option which can access from square button or from control screen. Next, moving on to the rear climate control. So the rear passenger can have their individual zone. The control is as same as in front of passenger, that is climate control screen with temperature and fan speed control. The rear doors have lock button but they don't have unlock button. The rear seats have pretty decent legroom and headroom back here. Now moving on to the next car, that is Audi RS Q8. This is the new Audi RS Q8. The front look is absolutely mean. It has carbon fiber grille and on all its surrounding of the front grille. It has also carbon fiber front splitter. The front grille has blacked out RS logo on it. It has matrix LED headlight which can blank out parts of their beam, so you won't dazzle on the coming drivers. It has strip like running lights and the bottom bulb is high beam headlight. It has scrolling turn signal which replace the running light. It has 22-inch standard wheels, but this is 23-inch wheels with the carbon ceramic 440 brake with 10 piston caliper. Speaking of the engine, it has massive RS logo engine cover. Underneath that, it has 4-liter V8 twin turbo engine that produces 600 horsepower and 800 Newton meter of torque. It does 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds. Besides its 5200 pounds, it has mild hybrid technology that improves fuel efficiency. It has quarter all-wheel drive system, means it has torsion limited slip differential in middle and it will run at 60% of the power at the back and 40 power at the front, but it can send a maximum power to the maximum of 85% power to the rear wheel and 70% power to the front, depend upon the condition. It has the same Audi taillight that runs along the back. It has carbon fiber panel at the rear too with black logo. The RS mode on the steering wheel, when pressed, the gauge cluster changes from its normal mid-size SUV display to more aggressive display with your tachometer, your G-force and how much power and torque you are using. The RS mode also put the car in sport mode with a better throttle response and steering response. And by pressing the second time, you can go into RS mode that does the traction control off. You have some display system as of all Audi models. At the center you have typical upper screen and lower screen. The lower screen is for climate control. It won't be going much in detail as I have explained in Q8. You can go into RS monitor and get real-time performance data. This screen shows like your pitch and roll your angle of operation. You can also see your tire pressure and various you can further go and see temperature of various different component in the car, not just the engine, and maximum attained G forces, various different high performance monitor that you can check out. You also have fuel economy tip in infotainment system, and it tells how much you can maximize mileage. You can actually turn on accelerator pedal feedback. The door panel of this car has carbon fiber trim with a grey Alcantara with red stitches leather. The car has RS badge sports stitches. The center console has two cup holder with absence of lid and a key slot. The rear door panel has two window switches, means one side of passenger can control the other side passenger too. With little compartment, I think it's ashtray. The rear seat, the rear seat armrest has small very cup holder in it. It has pretty decent size legroom and headroom. You can also have climate control display for the rear passenger too. You can control the height of the car from its trunk in case you have heavy stuff to put in. The back of the car has cargo space of 605 liter. Underneath the cargo, you have spare tire and toolkit. So those were my review on Audi Q8 and RS Q8. I hope you like it and